Morning guys, right, okay, going back to Kenny's turntables again. You'll all remember this platter, there was two really bad turntables that came into me months ago. Been sitting for a long time, including the horrific flight cases they came in. Are you ready for this? They're done. They're all ready to rock and roll. I know it's very much chalk and cheese. People aren't, not everyone's going to like the green colour, and I can appreciate that. All right, everybody's got their own taste in what they like. If everyone was the same, it'd be boring, right? Boring life. So I like these. It goes without saying. Green's my colour. I used to be a Kawasaki guy, so green is my colour. Yeah, gloss green Envy, 3M vinyl wrap. Graphics are now popped into place. These are high lacquer black graphics, a little bit more robust than what you're going to find elsewhere. Cannot fault them at all. They look great, complements the wrap really nicely. New trims, green wrap on the trim before the trim goes down, undershader felt, undershader knob felt, and brand spanking new slider unit, new LED for the pitch, LEDs for 33 and 45, new tactile switches internally, new strobe LED, operation base completely ripped out and rebuilt. Platter has been wrapped. Obviously one of these platters has been sourced because the other one, as you know, was absolutely horrific. The base of both turntables, the plimps of both of these, have both been powder coated and then vinyl wrapped over the top. Arm assemblies have been powder coated because they were horrific. Pivots have been machine polished. You can see what parts have been machine polished and what parts haven't. His original Technics head shells with Stanton carts were corroded. There was nothing about them. I had a spare set of Stantons here with a pair of newer style Stanton carts and stylers. Nothing exciting, but at least you could use them. So he can have them on me. So he spent a bloody fortune on these. I think he needs to get something back at least. But yeah, so they're ready to rock and roll, guys. Green, obviously SMD pop-ups. Custom slip mats. I've done the shading. It looks a little bit off on the video. It's not. Trust me, it really isn't. It's the camera, guys. But it's the closest match you're going to get to these without me messing around for hours changing contrast. But what a huge difference compared to how they were delivered all those months ago. It's only taken me months purely for the fact that he brought them down and just said, look, work on them when you can. So my bookings are obviously main priority first. Customers, people that book in. So if you want to drop turntables down to me and the hope that I can just start working on them, you're very much mistaken. That's never going to happen. So this is why you book in with me. If there's no slots available, there are no slots available. You're going to be waiting for months. Bases on these came out extremely well. I'm very, very happy with how the bases came out on these turntables. They look like, well, I don't know, very, very happy. The feet have been machine polished as well. You can see by the rims of the feet. They've gone through the machine polisher too. But all in all, and that's very high gloss as you can see, but all in all, total transformation to how they were before. Even the back of the plates, I think I've shown everybody this before. If I turn the camera to the back, obviously you can see here, the back plates have been vinyl wrapped in exactly the same wrap as well because the sockets weren't actually on these turntables. As with a lot of people, they tend to remove the sockets and lose where they are. So you would spend money and put new sockets back on, or obviously vinyl wrap over the sockets. That's exactly what I've done there. He's got obviously brand new audio cables, which are my custom cables, brand new grounding cables, brand new power cables with molded plugs. It was all needed. These were originally hardwired into the flight cases, and to me, the way they were done wasn't the most professional a job, but you need to understand this would have been years ago. These are 1980s turntables. These are very sentimental to Kenny. So I can understand why. He's had them from new. They were his first pair of Technics and only pair of Technics. So he just wanted to get them done. Wasn't the cheapest of work to have completed, but now you can all see the outcome of what's actually been done. I think you can all appreciate that it is worth the money if you are, that sentimental about your turntables. Now, when these came in, I was the first person to turn around and say, do yourself a favour, stick them on eBay and sell them, or sell them as spares and repairs to me, and buy yourself a set of Mark 7s, GRs, anything, even another pair of Mark 2s, because these are going to cost you a bloody fortune. And the money that it takes to cost to buy these, you can probably buy a pair second hand. It's not cheap, especially to this extent. This is why I always say to people, stick a little bit of money away. Just because my prices on the website are, look, they're set prices, guide prices, probably the right word to put it. Servicing starts from 150, but don't bring in a pair of turntables thinking you're going to get all this done for a couple of £100. It's not going to happen. If you cannot afford to get it done, do not book it. I have people that book in with me, so they decide to get the servicing completed with me, and then while they're here want everything else done. And then what happens is they then vanish off for months on end and go, I can't afford to pay, you know, or they just vanish off completely. There's a couple of pairs that are like that at the moment. It's not good enough. So if you genuinely are unsure on prices, have a look at the website for guides. Put a little bit of extra money away just in case. Give you an argument, we'll give you an example of this. Both of these arms required bearings top and bottom, because obviously these have been powder coated. So you have to remove the bearings out of these, remove the housing, pop new bearings in. So these have had new bearings and new arm tubes. You know, it's an additional cost on top of what your servicing would be, including the tone arm. These are all additional costs. So customers are made aware of what's needed, and you either go ahead or you don't. It's as simple as that. If things are broken and need to be completed, you either say yes, do it, or take them back broken and pay for the work that's been completed. I don't see what the hard point is with any of this. But yeah, there we go. So months in the making with this. I'm finally glad to get these both finished, and they're going to be going back to Kenny today. I think he's picking up today. And I cannot wait to see his face, because he hasn't seen a single picture of these yet. The video's not going to be going on either until Kenny has seen these turntables in the flesh. So, yeah, when this video's up, Kenny would have seen them. So if you're on my Facebook page and you're following what I do with this, once the video and the pictures are popped up, you know why. All right then, guys, any questions, pop them down in the comments below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Obviously, again, apologies for the delay with getting back to anybody. I am extremely busy in trying to get things done before I vanish off on another holiday with the missus going to Rome, which is going to be obviously next week and the week after. So, need to get everything done. But guys, thanks for watching. Catch you on the next video.